With the exception of a birth certificate, a real estate deed is one of the most important documents in your possession because it is the only thing that can prove that you own your home. But in a lot of cases, homeowners are not aware of what's in their deed or how to find it. So I'm going to go over how to get a copy of a deed and what it says about your property. I'm Jana. This is my husband, Paul, and we are realtors here in the Eastern Panhandle. Just like a handshake used to be with spit sometimes, I had a buyer offer a handshake like that to me one time. So it was kind of a dilemma. He's such a sweet old guy, so I shook his hand. I didn't spit in my hand. But anyway, up until the mid-17th century, property was legally transferred by livery of cession. A person transferring the land handed a twig or a clod of turf from the land, along with a verbal agreement with the person taking delivery of the land. And with that, land was legally transferred. Now, property is transferred with a paper deed. The deed will describe the property and the property lines and specify the grantor and grantee, and it's got to be signed by both. One of the first things to look for in the deed is the type of deed you have. There are several types of deeds. The vast majority of deeds in a standard home purchase are general warranty deeds. They offer the highest level of protection. The seller warrants that the property is free of liens or encumbrances and that insurable title free of defects is being conveyed, and that they will provide any document needed to correct title defects if any are found. So that's a general warranty deed. If the property was bought as a foreclosure, the deed will likely be a special warranty deed, meaning the bank only warrants the title during the time they own the property and not for the period of time before they took ownership. So that's limited protection on that one. The deed that offers virtually no protection is a quitclaim deed or non-warranty deed. The seller just signs over the property with no guarantees regarding the title or any encumbrances that may be there. If you bought the property at a tax sale or sheriff's sale, those deeds are non-warranty deeds, no title protection. Same thing for an executor's or administrator's deeds. Those deeds are used when property is passed to an heir from a will, probably in probate. It's a good idea to get title insurance, and it really is essential if you are buying a house that has a special warranty deed or a limited warranty deed. Another important element you may see when you access a copy of a deed is deed restrictions. A homeowner can add restrictions. Very often a developer will add restrictions not covered by zoning ordinances. Restrictions can include just about anything. Easements and usage of easements, hunting, if there's hunting or not, type of fencing, number of trees. So a property that is not in a subdivision is not necessarily unrestricted. It still could have deed restrictions. Another element the deed will have is the ownership interest in the property. It's just about always fee simple in this area, which means you own it all. The surface, below the surface, you own mineral rights as well as the air above your property and all the improvements on the land. If ownership interest has been severed or split, then you may not own the mineral rights below the surface of your land. So take a look at the ownership interest of your property, especially if you are in an area where mining is pretty common. The deed will also specify the type of ownership. So joint ownership means if one owner dies, the property automatically transfers to the other party on the deed. Tenants in common indicates that there are two or more owners that hold title individually for their portion of the property. And they can dispose of it, sell it, encumber it as they wish. And then there's sole ownership, indicating one person ownership. So the deed has a lot of important information, and it's pretty easy to get a copy of a deed. When you close on a home, you'll get a copy from the settlement attorney. You can also visit the courthouse and get a copy of a deed. And most counties have them online, so you can download and print a copy. If you've never read over the deed, it's a good idea to do so and keep a copy for your records. Okay, thanks for tuning in. If you're not sure how to get a copy of a deed online, I'll be happy to do it for you and send it to you. Just let me know. And of course, if there's anything else I can help with, be sure to call. My direct line is 304-264-2828. All right. Have a great week. I'll see you next week. Bye.